Hey there, good afternoon. Welcome into my kitchen. I am back with a few recipes. I almost forgot to turn on the camera, guys. I was already into getting myself prepped up for Resurrection Sunday and some items I needed to do. So I worked on meatballs, which I had already made these up, put them in the freezer, pulled them out, air fried them. Tomorrow morning, what I'll do is get my sauce on them, and then they'll run into the oven and get heated up. I'll be taking those to church with me, and then I did a nice fruit salad, made a good little dressing, so to speak, to go over it. And you don't have to spend money on getting, like, if you don't have orange juice, which I always have orange juice, but what I did is I reserved some of the juice, mixed in some honey, and then a bit of salt and pepper, and then mix it all together and put it over the fruit salad. And it's going to be even better tomorrow, of course, because it's going to marinate over the night and marry with them flavors. So with the home meal, made some bacon wrapped asparagus for my husband, and then I've already put a glaze over the little baby ham, I call it, that we'll have. And I'm going to be working on a few other items, just prepping something for today's dinner. And then I have some kale, but I won't do the kale until actually tomorrow when I get in. So I will bring you back along with what I'm doing for dinner, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, so we're back, and the next thing I'm working on is just getting some potatoes done in some water, because we're going to do the Big Mac bowls. So you just need however many potatoes you think you'll use. I actually use like 2 of the medium size, and I'm gonna put them in water and actually do like the 2 cook method, where I'm gonna boil them for about 8 minutes start them in cold water, boil them for about 8 minutes, and then once I drain them, then you can roast them off in the oven. But I will go ahead and put mine in the air fryer and get that going. So I'm getting my eggs again cubed up, and it'll be for that Big Mac bowl. And then, simply add your toppings like a Big Mac would have. I never was a big Mac fan because I didn't like Thousand Island dressing, but it's very simple. My husband likes Big Mac, so I'll go ahead and do that tonight for a easy dinner. So I've got my potatoes cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and get those on. Take this off and get my potatoes on, and again we'll put those on for about 8 minutes and let those cook. And then while those are cooking, you can go ahead and start your toppings, which we'll have tomatoes, we'll have onions, pickles cubed up, and then those will just be the simple toppings, as well as some lettuce to top it off with. And then we'll make a Big Mac sauce. So let me gather up my items, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back into the kitchen. I almost forgot to turn the back on. So I just have some little tomatoes, because you want to use what you got. You don't want to just be spending money just to spend money. So I have some little tomatoes about that size, and what I'm doing is I'm slicing them in rounds, and then I'm going back through and just making little cubes so that you can sprinkle over the bowl, because it's actually Big Mac bowl, salad, whatever you want to call it. But I again wasn't gonna do anything special because I didn't have bigger tomatoes. These work just fine. My mother used to always say it all eats the same, so we're just using those. And so I've gotten the tomatoes diced up. So we have tomatoes, and then you got a little bit of purple onion. Whatever kind of onion you want to use is fine. Then we've got some dills, pickles that we'll go ahead and get out. and dice up a little bit of those so that we can have to add on the top. And you just basically want to make it your own when it comes to, you know, making it for the so-called the bowl, because, you know, you all often got pickles on a Big Mac, so why not pickles on your bowl? So I'm just getting those diced up. Yeah, that's good. I used about 3 because that's all we need, because if we need more, I can always do more. Look at this cute little measuring cup. I'm gonna put my pickles right in there. Look at that, just cute. So we've got our toppings all up, and then these little containers come with seals. Then I have my little measuring cup of pickles. And next thing, I will get my ground turkey out and get it going, and we'll be back. All right, guys, hey, we're back, and I'm gonna go ahead. My husband over here making fun. But anyway, here in before I start on my ground turkey meat for the Big Mac bowl, we're gonna go ahead and make up some mayo. So we need 1 egg, and you need an immersion blender. If you don't have one, you probably could do it in a blender. And then we're gonna go in with a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So we got a tablespoon in there. Yeah, a little short. All right, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to put in lemon juice. You can put in vinegar, doing lemon juice. And then I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And after we go in with the salt, I'm going to go in with 1 cup of olive oil. You could do olive oil, you could do avocado oil, whatever oil you choose to use. So we're in with the olive oil. And what you want to do is take the blender and just get it inside wide mouth jar, and you want to just hold it down before you start pulsating. Immersion blender wanted to. All right. And then here is your finished product of mayonnaise. As you can see, nice and thick. And here's where you could flavor it. If you want to make a garlic aioli, you could easily add in garlic to this, whatever you want. So this is the mayonnaise. We're good with this. We're gonna go ahead and get the immersion blender cleaned up, and we'll be right back. And here we go, friends. The end of the meal, the Big Mac bowl. Now all that's left is to top it with your dressing. If you're gonna do Thousand Island, if you choose to do something else, that's you, your house, your rules. But thank you for joining me in my kitchen again with Digitally Fit and Fabulous. I pray you guys have a great Resurrection Sunday.